The Big Apple's housing puzzle. More than just bricks and mortar, New York City, the city that never sleeps. Finding a place to call home in this concrete jungle is a challenge as iconic as the city itself. From the brownstone-lined streets of Brooklyn to the bustling avenues of Manhattan, the housing market reflects the city's vibrant tapestry. Navigating the concrete jungle. Why numbers matter. Imagine searching for an apartment in New York City without any knowledge of rental prices. This is why understanding housing statistics is crucial. Numbers provide context. They reveal the pulse of each neighborhood, highlighting areas experiencing rapid growth, relative stability, or even potential decline. Unveiling the trends. A look at rental landscapes. Manhattan, the epicenter of commerce and culture, boasts the highest rental prices in the city. Brooklyn has become a magnet for young professionals and families seeking a more laid-back vibe without sacrificing urban amenities. Queens, the city's most ethnically diverse borough, presents a mix of housing options, from single-family homes to high-rise apartments. Manhattan, where dreams meet sky-high prices. Manhattan boasts the highest rental prices in New York City, a testament to its desirability and limited housing stock. From the opulent penthouses of Tribeca to the charming brownstones of the Upper West Side, Manhattan offers a range of neighborhoods. This high demand, coupled with a finite supply of housing, inevitably drives up prices. Despite the high cost of entry, Manhattan remains a magnet for dreamers and doers from all walks of life. Across the East River, just a subway ride away from the bustling streets of Manhattan, lies Brooklyn. Brooklyn has undergone a dramatic transformation, evolving from a predominantly working-class borough to a hipster haven. As more people flock to Brooklyn's trendy neighborhoods, the borough's rental prices have skyrocketed. Tree-lined streets with stately brownstones offer a respite from the concrete jungle. However, this influx of new residents has also led to concerns about gentrification and displacement. Queens, the largest of New York City's 5 boroughs, offers a diverse tapestry of neighborhoods. From the bustling streets of Long Island City to the leafy suburbs of Forest Hills, Queens presents a myriad of choices. One of Queens' most appealing aspects is its relative affordability compared to Manhattan and Brooklyn. Queens is also renowned for its ethnic diversity, boasting the largest concentration of immigrants in New York City. For those willing to venture beyond the familiar confines of Manhattan and Brooklyn, Queens offers a wealth of hidden gems. While Manhattan, Brooklyn and Queens often steal the spotlight, the Bronx and Staten Island offer their own unique charms. The Bronx has undergone a remarkable transformation, attracting new residents and shedding its negative image. Staten Island offers a more suburban lifestyle, with tree-lined streets and single-family homes. Both the Bronx and Staten Island present unique opportunities for renters priced out of other boroughs. Their emerging markets and hidden gems offer a glimpse into the future of the city's evolving neighborhoods. In the real estate jungle of New York City, vacancy rates are the compass guiding both renters and landlords. A low vacancy rate whispers a story of a landlord's market where competition for apartments is fierce. Conversely, a high vacancy rate paints a picture of a renter's market. Understanding vacancy rates is like having a secret weapon in your arsenal. By tracking these fluctuations, you gain valuable insights into the current climate. Manhattan, the epicenter of New York City's allure, is notorious for its perpetually low vacancy rates. Finding an apartment in Manhattan, especially during peak rental seasons, can feel like an uphill battle. This low vacancy environment empowers landlords, giving them the upper hand in negotiations. However, understanding vacancy trends within specific neighborhoods can be advantageous. By arming yourself with data on vacancy rates, neighborhood trends, and seasonal fluctuations, you can approach your search with a strategic mindset. While Manhattan grapples with its perpetually low vacancy rates, the outer boroughs, particularly Brooklyn, offer a more dynamic rental landscape. Vacancy rates in these areas tend to fluctuate more significantly. Brooklyn has experienced a surge in popularity and a corresponding decrease in vacancy rates. However, within Brooklyn's diverse neighborhoods, vacancy rates can vary significantly. Beyond Brooklyn, Queens and even parts of the Bronx are experiencing shifts in their rental markets. Section 4. Reading the tea leaves, vacancy rates and future trends. Vacancy rates, like cryptic messages in a bottle, offer glimpses into the future of the New York City rental market. By analyzing historical trends, tracking new construction, and considering broader economic factors, we can make educated guesses about where the market might be heading and what it means for both renters and landlords. One crucial factor to consider is the pace of new construction. While Manhattan's limited land availability constrains new development, the outer boroughs, particularly Brooklyn and Queens, have seen a surge in new apartment buildings in recent years. This increase in housing supply could potentially lead to higher vacancy rates and more negotiating power for renters in specific neighborhoods, especially if demand doesn't keep pace with the influx of new units. Economic conditions also play a significant role in shaping vacancy rates. A robust economy with low unemployment typically leads to increased demand for housing as people have more disposable income and confidence in the job market. Conversely, economic downturns or uncertainty can lead to decreased demand as people tighten their belts and postpone major life decisions like moving. Furthermore, changes in government policies such as rent regulations, tax incentives for developers and zoning laws can impact vacancy rates by influencing the profitability and feasibility of building and maintaining rental properties. For instance, stricter rent regulations might discourage some landlords from renting their units, potentially leading to lower vacancy rates, while tax breaks for developers could incentivize the construction of more affordable housing, potentially increasing vacancy rates in specific areas. By carefully analyzing these factors and understanding the interplay between supply, demand, and external forces, we can gain valuable insights into the potential trajectory of vacancy rates and make more informed decisions about renting or investing in New York City's ever-evolving housing market. Recent changes in the NYC housing market. NYC's housing market is constantly evolving, driven by various factors. The COVID-19 pandemic had a profound impact, causing many residents to leave. This led to higher vacancy rates and lower rental prices. As the city recovered, the market rebounded unevenly. Remote work increased demand for larger apartments with workspaces. Pandemic disruptions slowed new construction, tightening the market. Inequalities in the housing market were exacerbated. Affordable housing and protective policies are crucial. Stay informed to navigate the NYC housing market confidently. The pandemic effect, a tale of two markets. The COVID-19 pandemic cleaved the NYC housing market in two. Manhattan saw an exodus as residents sought refuge. Vacancy rates soared, reaching above 5%. Landlords offered concessions to attract tenants. Meanwhile, Brooklyn rebounded quickly. Its affordability and green spaces attracted many. Remote work made Brooklyn living appealing. New residents and slowed construction tightened the market. The pandemic's impact highlights NYC's complex housing dynamics. The rise of remote work has profoundly reshaped the NYC housing market and the very definition of home. New Yorkers found themselves with newfound flexibility and a re-evaluation of their housing priorities. The cramped studio apartment suddenly felt stifling when it also had to double as a home office. Renters began to prioritize space, natural light, and access to outdoor amenities. This shift gave rise to the hybrid renter, splitting time between home and office. These renters are more interested in neighborhoods offering affordability, amenities, and community. Larger apartments and competitive prices in outer boroughs have lured many former Manhattanites. Neighborhoods like Astoria, Long Island City, and Williamsburg have seen an influx of hybrid renters. The rise of remote work and hybrid renters have fundamentally altered the NYC housing market. Navigating the NYC housing market is not just about understanding supply and demand, it's also about deciphering the complex web of policies, regulations, and incentives. Rent control laws and tax abatements play a crucial role in affordability and availability. Rent regulation applies to nearly 1 million apartments, primarily older buildings. These regulations limit rent increases and provide tenant rights. However, they can discourage new construction and lead to neglected units. The debate over rent regulation highlights the challenges of balancing tenant and landlord needs. Tax abatements offer developers breaks for including affordable units. Zoning laws and building codes also shape the housing market. Understanding these policies is essential for navigating the NYC housing market. Predicting the future, as any seasoned weather forecaster will tell you, is a fool's errand. Yet we humans are hardwired to seek patterns, to find meaning in the chaos, and to anticipate what lies ahead. The NYC housing market, a swirling vortex of data points, economic indicators, and human aspirations, is no exception. While we can't predict the future with certainty, we can analyze current trends, consider historical patterns, and factor in external forces to make educated guesses about the direction the market might take. One thing is certain: change is the only constant in New York City. The city has weathered economic downturns, terrorist attacks, natural disasters, and a global pandemic, emerging each time transformed yet resilient. The housing market, a reflection of the city's indomitable spirit, has always found a way to adapt, adjust, and ultimately rebound. However, the future of the NYC housing market is unlikely to be a simple continuation of the past. The pandemic has fundamentally altered the way we live, work, and interact with our urban environments. Remote work, once a niche perk, has become a mainstream expectation for many, blurring the lines between home and office and reshaping priorities for renters and buyers alike. The rise of e-commerce and the decline of traditional retail have also left their mark on the city's landscape, creating both challenges and opportunities for developers and investors. As the city continues to evolve, understanding these emerging trends and their potential impact on the housing market will be crucial for anyone seeking to make informed decisions about renting, buying, or investing in NYC real estate. The price of dreams: will affordability ever return? Affordability, that elusive dream for countless New Yorkers, has become a near mythical concept. Will affordability ever return to the NYC housing market? The answer is not a simple yes or no. It hinges on supply and demand, government intervention, and economic forces. Some argue increasing housing supply will moderate prices. Others believe demand will keep prices high. The debate over affordability will continue as the city balances diverse needs. The rise of the megacity, density, development, and the future of space. New York City has always been synonymous with density. Its towering skyscrapers and bustling streets pack an astounding number of people into a small area. As the city grows, how much denser can it become? The answer is a lot denser. The future will see even greater density with vertical living and innovative space utilization. Super tall skyscrapers create vertical neighborhoods combining residential, office, retail, and cultural spaces. Micro-apartments are becoming common, especially among young professionals. These spaces prioritize efficiency and functionality. The future of space in NYC will be defined by adaptability and flexibility. Home might evolve to include shared spaces and community connections. Critics raise concerns about quality of life and infrastructure strain. Creative solutions are needed to accommodate more people within limited space. Section 4. Betting on the boroughs, where opportunity beckons in a changing landscape. While Manhattan often dominates the conversation about NYC real estate, the outer boroughs, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island, are quietly becoming the new frontiers of opportunity. They offer a mix of affordability, evolving neighborhoods, and a different pace of life that is increasingly appealing to a growing segment of New Yorkers. Brooklyn has transformed into a hipster haven and a magnet for young professionals. Queens offers a mix of housing options and is attracting families and young professionals. The Bronx is experiencing a renaissance with significant investments in infrastructure and affordable housing. Staten Island offers a suburban lifestyle with lower rents and a slower pace of life. These outer boroughs present compelling opportunities for renters, buyers, and investors alike. Section 1. The ever-evolving skyline, key findings and their implications. As we've journeyed through the intricate labyrinth of the NYC housing market, we've uncovered a complex ecosystem shaped by forces both predictable and unpredictable. We've seen how supply and demand, those eternal rivals, engage in a delicate dance, influencing rental prices, vacancy rates, and the very character of neighborhoods. We've witnessed the lingering impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, which cleaved the market in two, accelerating trends already in motion and revealing the stark realities of inequality. We've learned that Manhattan, the city's beating heart, remains a magnet for dreamers and doers, but its allure comes at a price, literally. Its perpetually low vacancy rates, soaring rental prices, and stringent application processes create a formidable barrier to entry for all but the most affluent or determined. Brooklyn, once Manhattan's more affordable alternative, has undergone a transformation, becoming a destination in its own right, but grappling with the challenges of affordability and gentrification as its popularity surges. Queens, the city's melting pot, offers a tapestry of neighborhoods, each with its unique flavor and price point, attracting those seeking a balance of affordability, diversity, and access to the city's cultural offerings. The Bronx and Staten Island, often overlooked in conversations about NYC real estate, present their own unique charms and opportunities as emerging markets and hidden gems beckon those priced out of the city's traditional core. The key takeaway from our exploration is this: the NYC housing market is not a monolith, it's a mosaic of micro-markets, each influenced by a unique confluence of factors. Understanding these nuances, the ebb and flow of vacancy rates, the impact of policy changes, the rise of remote work, the evolving priorities of renters, is essential for anyone seeking to navigate this complex and ever-evolving landscape. Section 2. The human equation. Beyond the numbers, a city of stories. While data provides a valuable lens through which to view the NYC housing market, it's crucial to remember that behind the numbers, behind the graphs and charts, lie human stories. Stories of families struggling to make ends meet in a city where the rent can consume a disproportionate share of their income. Stories of young professionals fresh out of college, navigating the competitive rental market, hoping to find a place to call home in the city that never sleeps. Stories of artists and creatives drawn to the city's energy and cultural vibrancy, seeking affordable spaces to nurture their talents. Stories of long-time residents witnessing the transformation of their neighborhoods, grappling with the challenges of gentrification and displacement. These stories remind us that the NYC housing market is not just about bricks and mortar, square footage and rental yields. It's about people. It's about the dreams, aspirations and struggles of those who call this extraordinary city home. It's about the fabric of communities, the sense of belonging and the pursuit of opportunity that draw people from all walks of life to the 5 boroughs. As we analyse data, track trends and make predictions about the future of the NYC housing market, let's not lose sight of this human element. Let's remember that behind every data point, every rental listing, every policy decision, there are real people whose lives are directly impacted. Section 3. New York, New Normal. Embracing change in the city that never stands still. The NYC housing market, much like the city itself, is in a constant state of flux. What's considered a hot neighborhood today might be tomorrow's up-and-coming area. Rental prices that seem exorbitant now might be dwarfed by future increases. The pandemic, a seismic event that upended life as we knew it, has only accelerated these changes, forcing us to adapt, innovate, and reimagine our relationship with our urban environments. The rise of remote work, the growing demand for flexible living spaces, the increasing importance of sustainability and resilience, these are just a few of the trends shaping the future of the NYC housing market. As the city continues to evolve, so too will the ways in which we live, work, and interact with our built environment. The challenge and the opportunity lies in embracing this change, in harnessing the power of data and technology to create a more equitable, sustainable, and vibrant housing market that meets the needs of all New Yorkers. This will require collaboration, innovation, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. The future of the NYC housing market is not predetermined, it's being written every day by the choices we make, the policies we implement, and the stories we tell. Let's ensure that those stories, like the city itself, are filled with resilience, hope, and the unwavering pursuit of a better tomorrow.